Hello, welcome back to our videos. This is Smart Learners Studio, your channel for all your academic needs. If you've been following us, we've covered digestion in animals. We started from the mouth. We have a video for what happens in the mouth. We also came to the second video in digestion, and that was digestion in the stomach. Today, we are in part number 3, that is the small intestines. Remember, the small intestines is divided into two parts. Small intestines are divided into the upper part we call the duodenum. That is our interest in this video. And then the lower part called the ileum. So we will discuss the duodenum, what happens with food when that food has reached the duodenum. The duodenum can simply be defined as a junction between secretions from 1, the liver, and 2, the pancreas, so secretions from the pancreas and liver are going to meet food, and food from the stomach. So food from the stomach will meet these secretions from these very important organs, that is the liver and the pancreas. So at this point where this food will meet with these two secretions of these two organs is what we call the duodenum. For the liver, this is a very important organ. The secretion is going to be bile. We look at the functions of bile, but bile has what we call bile salts. We shall check just in a few minutes the functions of the bile salts. I can also name the bile salts for you. The first one is sodium taurocholate, and the other one is sodium glycocholate. These are two salts that are found in bile. I just want to show you the secretion, and the secretion is bile. We shall check the function of bile. Second organ, pancreas. Some people call it pancreas. The pancreas is the second organ associated with digestion of food, and it will produce pancreatic juice. So pancreatic juice has the following components, 4 of them. Pancreatic amylase, P stands for pancreatic. Then pancreatic lipase, sodium hydrogen carbonate, and also trypsin. After that, I would wish that we go and discuss from the first secretion we call the bile, give the function of bile, and also come back to the pancreas and give the function of each and every component of pancreatic juice. With that, we'll have finished the digestion at the duodenum or in the duodenum. So when food enters the duodenum, of course that food is from the stomach. And this food from the stomach is called chyme because it has gone through churning. This chyme is acidic, so we rather refer to it as acidic chyme. Acidic chyme from the stomach will enter the duodenum through a valve we call pyloric sphincter. This one is a valve through which food enters the duodenum from the stomach. Remember, there was another valve when food was entering the stomach, food from the mouth. That sphincter or that valve was called the cardiac sphincter. Mark the difference. So when food enters the duodenum through this pyloric sphincter, it stimulates the duodenal wall to produce or to secrete two very important hormones. The first hormone is the hormone we call secretin. And the second one is cholecystokinin. So these two hormones are secreted at the duodenal wall due to the stimulation by the food, the acidic chyme arriving at the duodenum. Secretin and of course cholecystokinin. These are very important hormones. What is the function of these two hormones? Secretin stimulates the liver to produce bile. Cholecystokinin stimulates the pancreas to produce pancreatic juice. Functions of bile. Number 1, emulsification. Bile salts play a role in the digestion of fats. Large fat molecules are broken down into small lipid droplets. And this is what we are calling emulsification of fats. So function number 1 for bile, it facilitates what we call the digestion of fats or the breakdown of fats. Large molecules are broken down into small lipid droplets. Function number 2, bile neutralization of the acidic chyme, the acidic chyme. The acidic chyme is neutralized, kind of breaking down that acid so that it can create an alkaline environment, alkaline medium, or let's say alkaline environment or medium, which is the best for digestive enzymes action. Of course, we shall look at which enzymes are these that requires an alkaline medium or alkaline environment for them to operate well. So the two functions are, number 1, emulsification of fats or breakdown of fats. Number 2, neutralization of the acidic chyme from the stomach. That is all about bile. We go to pancreatic juice. Important constituents, important components of pancreatic juice. We begin with pancreatic amylase. Pancreatic amylase. And straight to the function of pancreatic amylase. This one is very useful or aids in the digestion of the remaining starch. Remember, the digestion of starch began in the mouth. And now at the duodenum, if there are some remaining starch, they are going to be digested to what we call maltose. That is for pancreatic amylase. Number 2, pancreatic lipase. Pancreatic lipase. So pancreatic lipase helps or aids in the digestion of lipids. The breakdown of lipids is very important because lipids are going to be broken down into fatty acids, and of course glycerol. So these are the finest components that are going to be as a result of digestion of lipids, and they can easily be absorbed into the bloodstream. Number 3, sodium hydrogen carbonate. This is a very important salt that also neutralizes the acidic chyme. Remember, we have talked about the importance of neutralization of the acidic chyme. At least remove the traces of the acid for the best interest of the action of the digestive enzymes. Then number 4, trypsin. Component number 4 for the pancreatic juice is trypsin. Trypsin aids in the digestion of proteins. Digestion of proteins into what we call peptides, peptides. So proteins are digested by the trypsin enzyme, and that one is a very crucial one because proteins needs to be digested into what we call peptides for easy absorption. If we can say something about trypsin, something more about trypsin. It is a very important enzyme, and it is produced in its inactive form, trypsinogen. The inactive form of trypsin. Reasons why it is produced in its inactive form is to prevent it from digesting the soft tissues of the digestive tract. So it has to be produced in its inactive form, trypsinogen. Then what activates it? Activation of trypsinogen is converted or activated to trypsin by another enzyme we call enterokinase. The enterokinase. So the enzyme enterokinase is the one that activates trypsin, that is converting it from trypsinogen to trypsin. We have looked at the 2 very important organs, that is the liver and also the secretion in it, what we call bile. We have also given 2 functions of bile, and first function is emulsification of fats. Number 2, the about the alkaline environment or neutralization of the acidic chyme. We've also looked at the second organ and its secretions. We've talked about the pancreas, the pancreatic juice, which has trypsin, which has pancreatic lipase, and also has sodium hydrogen carbonate, and finally pancreatic amylase. And we have given the function of each and every component of these secretions. So from this point, we shall continue in another video and talk about digestion. Now, this time round, we are almost towards the tail end. Remember, the upper part of the small intestines is the duodenum, The next part of the small intestine is the ileum. So see you next in our video, in our next lesson, and please subscribe to Smart Learner Studio Kiongozi and continue working and learning with us. Thank you. See you. God bless you.